Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to Okunola Academy once again. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to our viewers. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for leaving a comment. In fact, this video is as a result of your comment. We thank you. Please also subscribe, like, and leave your comment as usual for this video. We are going to be looking at research and writing proposal today. Research and writing proposal, the academic and the professional point of view. So basically we are going to be looking at research proposal writing. And as usual, we have lined up our sub-themes or subtopic rather. Briefly, we're going to explain research once again. We are going to look at understanding proposal, and of course, we're going to look at research proposal writing, and at the same time, we're going to be looking at the tidbit on how to write research proposal in both ways, academic and professional, and probably suggest, the suggestive tones on how to do your research proposal writing. Now, briefly speaking, research, as the case may be, you are aware, it's a combination of, say, read and search, that you are searching something. So basically, we'll say read, we emphasize, re-emphasize, will refer, reintroduce, will recheck, or reaffirm an event or a phenomenon again and again and again. While the search aspect of it is simply to look, to seek, and of course to find. So you search, you look, you seek in order to find answer or solution to a phenomenon or an event, as the case may be. Now, if you put that together, you say research is just re-emphasizing your search again and again in order to be validated or invalidated, as the case may be. Now, as said in a previous video, excuse me, research often is not what is just written literally, but it must be professionally written. In that wise, we'll say that writing research entails that it follows a strict rule or format, which means that research is a scientific process that must follow strict rules and format, as the case may be. And in doing that, or rather going forward, we need also to understand proposal. Now, proposal literally means an idea or a plan resonating in your mind, in your thought, as the case may be. Now, because it is just within you, it's still not a known idea. So in that wise, a proposal will mean that that idea within you must be put forward in order to regard it as a proposal, as the case may be. And when you're doing that, a proposal technically ought or must be expressed in writing, in formal writing, as the case may be. Then two, it must also follow logical or sequentially style in writing when you're putting forth your proposal. And at the same time, it is often written scientifically, meaning that whether it is an academic research proposal or it is a professional proposal, there are strict rules which you must follow in order to put forth your proposal, as the case may be. Now, going forward, what understanding research proposal, we have put up an illustration here. Here we say that when you are writing your research proposal, either as a thesis, dissertation, or as a professional project, proposal writing or as fund or scholarship proposal writing. You agree with the fact that these are some of the reasons why your research proposals are put forward. Is either you are doing a trying and error phenomenon, that you are trying to put forth something, or you are putting forth a research proposal based on your experience in the past, present, and of course going forward. You could also put up a research proposal as an authority in the field, who has discovered a new knowledge and needs to put that, into a proposal writing, as the case may be. A research also could be mystical or could be rationalized, as the case may be. Now, what really is important in research proposal is the fact that whether you are doing an academic proposal or a professional proposal, it must follow the scientific process, as the case may be. Now you get to understand this clearer in this next slide. These are the tidbits on writing research proposal. Now we have format 1 and of course format 2. Now this is research proposal, academic research proposal, which often is institution, college, department, supervisor specific, while this is also a professional proposal in the case may be, and it is also institutional, organizational, or project or grant specific, as the case may be. Now, to expatiate on academic proposal, we have delivered format 1 and format 2. Now, format 1 and format 2, a glance at it tells you that they appear to be of the same format, containing chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3 going forward. However, the difference first and foremost is that for format 1, chapter 1 often comes with other sub-chapters, as the case may be. In this format, that means that you can have your chapter 1 often having introduction, having your problem statement, having research objectives. You can also have your research question, hypothesis going forward. And in chapter 2 as well, you can have your main topic, which is often the literature review or the review of literature, and it comes also with its subtopic or sub-theme, as the case may be, which could include your conceptual review, your theoretical review, your empirical review, and going forward. Likewise, in chapter 3, often you find that contains your research methodology, and under this format, it is expected that you expatiate on these as well. Your research methodology often will come with your research design. It will come with research, maybe you're depending on the nature of the research proposal you're looking at, whether the population comes with population of the study, comes with sampling technique or determination of sampling size, your source of data, and your data analysis technique, as the case may be. Now, so this format 1 expects you to expatiate on that your proposal you are dealing or you are talking about. And of course, like we said, it is college, institution, department, and sometimes supervisor specific. And going forward in format 2, just as we've said earlier, format 2 also comes with chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. But here, what is expected is that your sub-themes under each of these chapter are implied, meaning that they are subsumed under just one main heading, rather than the differentiation of the sub heading that often comes with chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, as the case may be. For example, you usually have in chapter 1 your introduction or background to the study or overview, depending on your institution, and subsequently you have what is called your research problem, your research objectives, aims and objective questions, research question, research hypothesis going forward. Under this chapter 2, you are not expected to have those subheading identified, but to be subsumed or to be implied under the main heading of introduction going forward. So that's about the difference between the format 1 and the format 2 in research proposal writing, which I said earlier could be institution, college, or department and supervisor or specific. But the major point to take between these two is that while you write format 1 and format 2, the difference will lie in volume. This more or less in format 1 means that you are writing your full, your thesis, your dissertation, or your project from chapter 1 to chapter 3. Let me take that again. Format 1 will entails that you are writing your full thesis or your dissertation or your project from chapter 1 to chapter 2. While format 2 rather will only entails that you give the synopsis of what will be contained or what is contained in chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, and there will be no need expanding, going forward as the case may be. Now, going to professional research proposal writing again, this is also institution, organization, project, or grant specific as the case may be. There are some institutions that you're trying to write a proposal to who have strict or specific format that you must follow, so you should ensure that you get a handful of what the organization or the institution actually wants you to do going forward. However, having said that, professionally you could write your research proposal in this format such that you present your introduction, or you present what is known as a problem statement, the problem that you intend to find solution to, or you just simply give us a situational analysis of the event as the case may be, and thereafter you make your own suggestion based on what you have seen, either through experience, either through your trial and error, either through because you are an authority in that field and you feel there's a need to improve going forward. And of course, while you are doing that, you have to specify the methodology that when this is done like a specific scientific process as the case may be. Of course, you tell us deliverables, your timeline. Often this comes with your Gantt chart. It comes with your Gantt chart, whereby if the proposal you tend to write will take 6 months, will take a year or 2 years, you need to put those deliverables, including the budget as the case may be. Then thereafter you're expected to synthesize all of these together, and you now present or you deliver your proposal as the case may be. Now, one difference you see between the academic and the professional research proposal is that you can notice that often the academic comes with chapter and sub-chapters, while in professional point of view you may not completely need to specify those chapters going forward. Now, the tone of writing, basically we encourage you to please check the tone of research writing for research proposal under the academic. In previous videos you see that there. However, for professional research writing tone, you are expected to make yourself very clear as possible. You are expected to make your wordings, your tone very simple. You are expected to make it very simple, and of course you are expected to avoid technical jargons or too big vocabulary as the case may be. The essence being that if you include so many technical jargons in your writing, it could be that those that are going to evaluate your proposal may not necessarily come from your field, so it becomes technically boring for them to understand what you're writing as the case may be. This also goes with your vocabulary as the case may be. So you need to be simple and clear and ensure that you avoid technical jargons and vocabulary as much as possible as the case may be. And we hope that this video will be able to serve the purpose of both your academic and professional research writing. Thank you for listening. Please once again subscribe to our channel, like all our videos, and leave your comment in order for us to keep improving. Thank you. Bye bye.